This is the next video that I'm talking about. Um, and this is why I think I've always hosted a reptilian, because um, I've always been a sexual person. And then again, I don't know if abuse, because I was mentally, emotionally, and slightly physically abused by my father. Um, he was a drug addict. I seen a demon go in his fucking bedroom. I'm not fucking lying. I saw the shit. It was a black figure. It was a shadow. It was hunchback, and it just glided into his room. And the lights kept going on and off because we were turning them on and off. We would go to bed, but then, cause my sister saw it too. I mean, she's so far away from stuff like this, she probably don't want to admit it. She doesn't want to talk about it, but she saw the shit too. We looked at each other at the same fucking time that shit went in the room. So we was getting teddy bears and shit. I got my little black Jesus statue. You feel me? I was not fucking playing. Okay. But yeah, it was either the abuse and being exposed to demons in his house, or it was the pornography I got into when I was a teenager. Something opened, or a combination of all of it. But something opened the door to a fucking demon attaching itself to me. And I would get these intense sexual urges. I could not fight them off either. I'd have to masturbate. And I really didn't care to have sex because I was not trying to get pregnant. Um, and I was really confused about my sexuality at the time. I thought I was gay. So, whew. So there's that. Um, but they would keep me up at night, and they really started acting up my freshman year of college. Um, I had a roommate, but before that, I was already obsessed with masturbating. I would talk about it in class and shit. Talk about it with my friends. She was like, "Is that all you think about?" So she was annoyed with me. That's how much I would talk about it. Um, it was pretty sad. Um, but yeah, fast forward back into college. I just get up and walk. It didn't work. I had a roommate, so I just figured, fuck it. I masturbated, and she was in there. I don't know if she saw me, and I think she did. I didn't give a shit. Um, so yeah, and there was this weird thing where I would walk under lights and they would flicker or turn off. I would sit under them in class and they would flicker. I'm like, this is not a coincidence because it just kept happening. I would walk past the street light on the way to the library and it would go off. Or I would sit under a fluorescent light and it would flicker. It doesn't do it now. It did that a lot when I was away at school. So I don't know if my aura was bigger because I was trying to, be more aware. I was totally away from home, away from my family. I don't know. But anyway, the urges were really intense. I never acted on them in college because I was confused to begin with, and I was afraid of getting pregnant. And I never got a girlfriend because I just never got a girlfriend. I don't know why. But I came out as lesbian to my mom my freshman year. Um, she didn't like that. She was like, it's just a fake. Kayla don't know what she's talking about. She confused and shit. And all of a sudden, guys were just the thing. It was like, well, Kayla, he's such a nice boy. If only you were straight. Like, bitch, you didn't even like me to like men. You didn't like me to like anything. You said yourself you wanted me to be a eunuch. So I didn't understand that shit. You weren't no fucking eunuch. You got 3 fucking kids. So you know you weren't no eunuch. What are you expecting from me? But anyway, along comes this stupid boy that was trying to have sex with me in high school. Which is why I didn't like him, because I knew that's all he was about. But he was really cute. He was hella fine to me. Short ass. Um, at the time, there was a lot of things surrounding my depression. First of all, not wanting to go to school no more, being broke as fuck. Just had me really hopeless and not caring about myself. And I really didn't care if I lived or died. So along comes this dude named Kalen, and he asked me out. He was he was talking to my mom. He's like, I really like your daughter or whatever. I saw him because I went with my mom to pick up my sister from school, who was in high school at the time. So he hit me up on Facebook, and I something was really telling me to not do it, but I just went against my intuition and talked to him, and uh, it was the worst decision I ever made because he gave me an STD, and I was stuck with terrible yeast infections and vulvovaginitis for 2 years straight. I really think it was 3 years, but thankfully it's a distant memory now. I don't have any problems now, but for 2 years straight, nothing but irritation, itching, just peeling, just it smelled like beer. It was terrible. That's hard to go from a virgin to that. You know what I'm saying? Most people they just lose their virginity, they pop their cherry, the shit hurt, but they turn out okay. No, I had to get sick and on the verge of fucking death right after losing my virginity, and really I didn't lose it because it didn't even go in all the way. But that's another story. Um, but that fatal mistake is what got me here today. That's what got me into spirituality and trying to eat better. You know what I'm saying? And being a vegetarian was cool for a time because my bowel movements were different. They were better. I smelled better. But it didn't make the yeast infection go away. And I did everything. I took all kinds of supplements, all kinds of teas, went on different fasts, took enemas, and the candida did not go away. And if this is you, nigga, that's a demon. That's a reptile. That's an alien that's keeping you sick. They can do that. I'm fixing to tell you how. So as I'm here sick, still want to drop out of school. I'm here. I couldn't afford to take my practice over the summer. I wasn't working. I was not about to work and go to school as a music major. Because I couldn't handle it. Something was gonna have to give. But I probably should have tried it. But I actually did job hunt. It was hard because I didn't have any work experience. Because I chose band over work in high school. Fatal mistake again. You know what I'm saying? Like in the band wasn't even fucking good. Like we couldn't even keep a band director. So I just made a lot of fucking mistakes that led me to where I am today. Um, what was I gonna say? My neck hurt. But yeah, back to the yeast infection. Yeah. So I'm not trying to go to school anymore. I feel like this is a dream deferred because I can't afford it. I can't afford the education. Um, these yeast infections not going away. So I just want to kill myself. And along comes John Pearson, the guy I've been talking about. And he hears my cries because he's fucking nosy. And I left his ass alone after he exposed himself to me as a reptilian. He thought he was a male siren or a demon. He's fucking reptilian. But anyway, so he became intrigued with me apparently. So he knew what I was going through. And in the midst of that, it was this crazy ass situation. Nobody's gonna fucking believe me, but I'm gonna tell it anyway. I was in a relationship with one of my female teachers. It was a half-assed relationship. She was a reptilian host as well. We were communicating via telepathy, and I was talking about her boobs because they're really big. But she was not attractive to me at all, and she knew that. She knew I didn't find her attractive. And eventually she got sick of it. She was like, the jig is up, the gig is up, the jig is up, Gayla. Man, she was like, don't pretend to be attracted to me. That's insulting. And John found out about it because they can see into all of the dimensions. They don't have to be around you to know what's going on. They know what you're thinking. They know who you're talking to. They can just peer in and see it. They're masters of the astral realm. You can spy on people by being in the astral realm and say, hey, you were in your truck smoking last night. How do I know it? Because I went in the astral realm and saw it when I went to sleep or something. I don't know exactly how it works. I could never really do it. And that's another thing I'll bring up. Why I couldn't do it. But anyway, he saw what was going on and he was disappointed in me and he scolded the shit out of me. He was like, "You're an attention whore, blah blah blah." He knew I was making YouTube videos over the summer without us ever connecting physically. Um, he told me off and I just felt really guilty, like I just deserved to be punished for a long time because I screwed over my first friend. She was also hosting a reptilian. It's like all these people. Yes, when I went to college, a lot of these people are hosting fucking reptilians. I'm hosting one. I probably have always hosted one. It's not really that big a deal. It happens. This is real. And so yeah. Um. I screwed her over. It was stupid and crazy. And then I screwed this person over. So I'm no saint, people. I did some stupid shit. Okay. Hey, I done made some people feel some fucked up ass ways with my behavior. Um, and so he taught me a lesson. But they forgave me, all of them. Um, they all forgave me, which was cool. But I still felt undeserving of love and whatever, and that's when shit went bad. But before that went bad, um, he did lay hands on me and healed me. Not physically. I let him possess me because I didn't have shit to lose. I didn't care if I was gonna die or not. So I let him possess my mind. And he was acting. He was like, "I'm in a girl's body." Blah blah blah. If you don't understand that, check out Susan Reed. She talks about how she let her friend Brian possess her. Um, this not the first occurrence of this shit. She's a she's some woman from Spain. She's a woman from Spain who talks on someone who's hosting Reptilian. He's African American. This boy was Caucasian that I was dealing with. But yeah, I let him possess me, and he healed me. And I would go to school, and I was really good at what I did. I could play saxophone, but I could play even better with him inside of me. I could sing even better. I could breathe differently. Um, whew, but things just didn't go well after that. He just became a bully when he couldn't get his way. He became a bully and started mistreating me. And eventually, we uncovered the the demon that I'm hosting, or the reptilian that I'm hosting. I'm a host, people. I'm hosting a reptilian myself, and I think she's always been there. That's why I say I've always been one, because I really think she's always been there. Because she recalls memories that I've had. And I mean, she know reptilians know your mind in and out. She could be lying to me. I don't know. But um, she came to my rescue and got him to stop abusing me. Um, but she took me out to the woods. I was in the woods, and she wanted me to masturbate in the woods. And I remember doing that a lot in my teen years. I would be outside playing with myself because I was super horny. But it wasn't me. It was the reptilian that I'm hosting. It was the demon that was horny, and they like being in nature, I think. I wouldn't do it because it just felt awkward. So she showed me going back home, her going back home to rape my mother. Um, that was crazy. But I was still in the woods, but she was showing me traveling interdimensionally to back to the house, back to the apartment. Um, so yeah, and ever since then, ever since I didn't masturbate in the woods like she told me to, she turned on me and didn't care about my well-being after that. But she acted like she was programmed through my childhood to hate men, and she knew I liked John, so she was trying to fuck that up for me. Which is why she kept messing up my vaginal area. She was the reason why I kept having yeast infection. Because two people healed me. It was my mom and it was John. Or, the reptilian he was hosting. They both healed me and it came back. And it was because of her. And I finally said, after my second hospitalization, she was trying to do it again. And I was like, look, two people already healed me. Let it be healed. And she let it be healed. So, thankfully, she was somewhat compliant. Um, so, yeah, I don't have any more vaginal problems. It had nothing to do with my diet. I was doing everything right. Still wasn't, you know, I eat whatever the fuck I want now. And I don't have candida anymore. Um, I'm not saying just be disgusting and eat like a pig, you know what I'm saying? If you eat something contaminated, you're probably going to get sick that has nothing to do with reptilians, but a lot of sicknesses have to do with them. Cancer, I think, has to do with them. Candida has to do with them. Um, any autoimmune disease, they're doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? They're fucking with our DNA. Um, so, yeah. We don't have anything else to say. I'm gonna play this back and see if it makes any fucking sense. They're not really bothering me now. It's like 4 in the morning right now. I used to be so paranoid, like, am I gonna have enough sleep? But really, I live to work now. I just live to work in my little job at McDonald's, and it doesn't bother me. I want two jobs now. For one, because these fucking reptilians don't bother me at work. So if I have two jobs, that's more time to myself and less time of them fucking with me. So I want a second job because that, and because I want some more money. Like, this little raggedy ass paycheck I get every 2 weeks is not cutting it. I need another job because I'm trying to kick it. Because when I'm out and about and around people, they don't even fucking bother me. It's when I come home and trying to wind down and relax, that's when they fucking get to me. So I'm not trying to fucking do that shit. I don't need as much sleep as I used to. So I'm good. There's a lot of shit that I have let go, which is good. I'm happy. And I'm gonna continue to let go of things.